Hello everyone. Very good afternoon, good morning to everyone. So let me present my screen. Let me introduce you to myself. I'm Swayam Sopnic. So I'm the Vice President of Research and Development from Team OSINT Ambition. So what we'll see today is about Darkweb investigation. What we'll see today is what is Darkweb investigation, and what's the role of automation and artificial intelligence in dark web investigation, and how we can shape the future of investigation using this. So let's start about what are the layers of the web, which we already know, that is surface web, what we already see. Then it's deep web, it's behind paywalls and all, it is not indexed actually. And then it is dark web. So dark web actually is that the network through which our traffic pass is encrypted through some of the relay. One is entry relay, then is middle relay, and one is exit relay. So this is how typically dark web works. So like uh, what what is the importance of dark web investigations then? Why we should investigate dark web? Because like due to these encryptions and all, there are many threat emerges, which are this cell data leaks or data breaches, data leaks, illegal weapons and drug sales, then child exploitation, and many cybercrime services also run there. Actually, what happens is there are many APT threat groups and different type of groups which run on these places. Their services also, these places are connected to clear web too, like breach forums and all. They are connected to both dark web and clear web. So this is why the investigation of dark web is important, and through the investigation of dark web we can uncover the truth of these APT threat groups and many cyber criminals. So we all remember the case of many APT groups and many attacks which was uncovered. Also, ransomware groups also operates on these dark web sites where they open their dark web forums. Also, they have their Telegram group, but mostly the public forums are not dark web. Very less chances are there those public forum are in clear web, but mostly those are in dark web. So this is why dark web investigation is very much important. And if we go into the technical aspect, like if we search technically or do dark web forensics or something like that, it is a very lengthy process. Okay, the process which is more effective is dark web. In dark web is open source intelligence plus social engineering. So that is the approach which is most important in dark web investigation or dark web forensic. So by doing these kind of investigation, what we can detect is we can detect early signs of cyber attacks. Because let me give you an example. Before doing any attacks or something like that, we can see that in those forums, in those high level roles, they also discuss this attack. So if we're investigating any forum or something like that, we can get the sign of early cyber attack and we can save ourselves from it. We can also get information about zero-day exploits. Many threat also post the zero-day exploit which they have discovered, or they sell it on dark web. So we may not know that there exists an zero-day exploit on our system or on our services. So if we monitor dark web, we may realize that that is discovered or something like that. So we can also get information about insider threats. If our company data is leaking somewhere, we can get the sign of insider threat or something like that. Also, identity theft. See, what in dark web they do is they make sock accounts and all, and to become legitimate, to see, to make themselves legitimate, they sometimes may use the information of a real person also, or they may be like performing, or they may be behaving like someone real person, or share, like they are using their identity. So if we are monitoring dark web or something like that, we can make at the chance of identity threat and all. So let's move on to the tools and technique used for uh, dark web OSINT. So first of all, for accessing dark web, which I recommend using a layering system. What layering system stand is that you use a VPN, then after that you connect your computer, or you use proxies and all. Layer by layer, you harden your OPSEC, operational security, and then connect to the entry node. Because you see, in dark web there are mostly three nodes: entry node, middle node, exit node. Entry node may see who you are, and exit node may know what you search. So there is a chance of compromise. So layering is one of the best techniques. I can't say that it is fully trustable, but yeah, if you do maintain your OPSEC very carefully, it is very important and very much strong, and you can be kept hidden from the dark web. You can see the example of the owner of the Silk Route, that Silk Route had many cases, even the breach forum case, if you see, the main compromise was in OPSEC. So while getting into dark web or using dark web, the first thing which you should care about is your OPSEC. Without having proper access, OPSEC, I wouldn't recommend entering into dark web, because it's not that goofy kind of thing which everybody tells, but yeah, you may be compromised somewhere. Okay, so that's about accessing dark web. So for accessing dark web, the easiest technique is using Tor browser, and for much more security you can use Tails OS in bootable pen drive. And after accessing into dark web, so many people search many stuffs and all. So basically there are many search engine and indexing tools available in dark web, which are mostly Amia. So in Amia, I will say that you will get less likely result, because it's my personal experience. And you can also use onion land, torch, haystack, darksearch.io. There are many services which you can use for searching or crawling the dark web. So you must be cautious about the fake sites. Okay, because like what some people do is they host a fake or clone site in Raspberry Pis and all, so they seem like the original site, but no, they are fake sites. And you'll see, that's why you'll see many sites looking very much similar, and hosting that fake site, they just collect your money and something like that. Okay, mostly things in dark web are fake, but yeah, you must be cautious every time you use dark web. Mostly things you come across will be fake, but uh, yeah, with experience and with much crawling, you will get something real, or you can get into some forums and you can explore or monitor things. Okay, so there is one important, very interesting tool, which is Maltigo. for dark web investigation, which I have used a lot, Maltigo and Spiderfoot. This tool will guide you throughout your investigation through their. Uh, in Maltigo, I know that there is a graph thing, and it will help you a lot so that you can identify some of the key relationship between all those things. Okay, and Spiderfoot is also an important tool. So let's get to the monitoring tools we can use. First one is Dark Owl. Okay, these tools I have used of my own, and I will say that Dark Owl is such a great tool. You just search something, and you will get a much more better results than these search engines. And it is a very much filtered result. You may get fake results also, but you can trust Dark Owl for some stuffs and all. Okay, and you can also use Flashpoint, Recorded Future, Constella, etc. And since most of these dark web sites or forums are linked to Telegram, you can investigate on Telegram also. Okay, Telegram or Discord. Mostly you will see that after getting into certain admin position, you will get into their Telegram or Discord group where you can get much more information or much more talk about themselves. So Telegram and Discord OSINT tools are also play a very important role in dark web analysis or investigation. Okay, so let me discuss some of the techniques that how we should approach dark web investigation. First one is manual monitoring. Uh, Imagine yourself to be Sherlock Holmes, and this is a dark web forum that you want to monitor. Okay, first you will get into the dark web forum. You will have first thing is first maintain your OPSEC. Second thing is make a perfect, perfect or nearly perfect sock, because the more perfect or the more powerful your sock is, the more likely is you will get success. Okay, because there are many sock hunters and all, so you need to be very cautious while making a sock and maintaining your OPSEC. Then you should practice social engineering. So while investigating in dark web, you have to sometimes actively engage with those people in this forum, and you have to act like you are someone uh, they really know or something like that, or you maybe act like them. You may sometimes have to engage with those data leaks and all, so that you can get more privilege in those forums, or your rights will be increased. After that, you may be directed to their Telegram group or access to their more private chats, so that you can monitor more effectively. The more access you have, the better results you can get. So that's how manual monitoring works. Also, there is another aspect. While chatting or talking on any forum, you may sometime realize that there are some important information like usernames, emails, which they leak by chance, like their own username. They are using the same username on Clearweb and all. The same emails are used in Clearweb. These kind of things you can notice, and through that things you can also track them easily. Or they can talk something like through their talking structure or something like that. You can also identify some of the few things. So that's how the technique of manual monitoring works. Also, there is second thing is metadata extraction from leaked file. the leaked file may contain some of the metadata. Sometimes we also uh, do is some companies also prefer, or they what they do is they set up a fake or honeypot database, and if someone leaks that database, for example, Adam have access to these honeypot database, and this honeypot database is leaked on dark web, so we can see that the suspect Adam may have leaked it. So these how things works like that. Sometimes honey due to this honeypot database, we may also realize that how is our database is leaked, and we can also identify sometime our attack surfaces from where it can be leaked. So this is the technique, and also the blockchain analysis of crypto tracking. One of the free tool I can remember is Block Sherlock. It's one of the most interesting and important tool I have ever used. What it actually does is it helps us to do the chain analysis. What happens in cryptocurrency is there is a crypto ledger where every data is stored. So what these block in blockchain analysis, what we do is we get a wallet or some info about that uh, transaction. We enter it, and it show mapped data that where this transaction have gone, and through this we just track that at last where the transaction is withdrawn, or where we can track it, so that we can finally reach to the culprit. So that is how chain analysis work in like layman perspective. Okay, so I'm not getting into blockchain analysis very deeply, because uh, information about these things which I have discussed is on a book named Darkweb Investigation, which is available in OSINT India uh, community page or resource page, which is listed. You can start read that book. It's a very interesting book, and you can get much more detailed overview about such things in that book. So, if anyone have any questions, you can ask. If anyone have any questions, you can ask.
We have start some Q&As in the start section, so you can see from there.
I'll look at the chat box for
Yeah.
5 minutes, so you can ask any questions if you have.
Uh,
Please list the name of the resources you mentioned. Okay, so I will ask the team to provide the link of the book that I mentioned. Uh, is dark web same as the Mariana Wave, or Mariana Wave even truth? So, in my own perspective, see the things which I have investigated in dark web is like I have investigated forums. I have tracked some of the dark web sites or something like that. So in my perspective, some things like those red rooms or something like that, in my own experience, I'm talking about my own experience, I see them as fake things. Okay, but what actually in dark web, what actually occurs is they say data leaks, they talk the APT group plan their next attacks and all. These things mostly occur, and things like Silk Route and all may be million in a one case, but mostly it's infamous for data leaks, infamous for APT group attacks or something like that. So, in my own perspective, there shouldn't be something like Mariana Wave, but maybe there is. There, I'm still researching on it. So, will I get recorded lecture of this? So maybe the team will answer this. OSINT, when accessed from mobile platform, actually hangs and stop all the ongoing activities on the device. How do you plan to tackle this? So there is a very interesting device known as Raspberry Pi, which you can use. So like in Raspberry Pi, it comes around 6,000 rupees. So Raspberry Pi 4, uh, like 6,000 rupees. So in dollars, around it will be 100 to $200 perspective. So like it's a very budget friendly tool which you can use. So uh, like I don't recommend doing OSINT through mobile platform because you don't have much control. I purely think that Ocean should be done in a Linux based platform because there you can have a complete OPSEC of your own. In mobile, maybe, yeah, mobile is a Linux based system, but yeah, maybe your OPSEC will be compromised if you are not maintaining it well or you are not cautious well. So I recommend using something like Raspberry Pi and all. How do ocean researchers identify potential forums and chat forums on dark web for intelligence gathering? Okay, so there are cases like, for example, we search something like a APT name, or in ransomware something we get. Okay, in ransomware we get a like crypto address and all. We track something like that, and those crypto address are mentioned in some forum, and some of the forums are already available on the clearnet, like breach forums and all. So there you can interconnectedly get some forums and information. So any other questions? When will all the recording will be shared? So maybe the recording will be shared very soon. So Begin, what do you think? What can be tools that can be made for the ease for expert, or what are the difficulties you guys face this year? Yeah, I will tackle this thing after the question answer session. So after this 5 minutes, I will uh, go to that section. Yeah, it's a very good question. Please also add the forum along with the. Okay, so uh, there is one of the forum which is very famous, which is breach forum. You can start with that, monitoring breach forum and monitoring data leaks and all. You can start with that. I recommend that when we do our own research, finding these forums and all, we actually dig deeper and we get most of the insights and information, and which help us to become more advanced in our search and more self-dependent. Breach forum is down, yeah. Breach forum is down, but I guess it was a few days back. Maybe it's down now. Okay, I will provide one of those forum links. What are current blockchain analysis tool being used currently? Okay, let me show you one of the blockchain analysis tool, which is Block Sherlock. Uh, there you will find one of the tool known as breadcrumbs. Okay, Block Sherlock. Let me search breadcrumbs only. Yeah, it's a tool. So what I explained to you is a chain analysis. It's a free tool. Okay, so let me show you some. Uh, Let me show you how it's work so that you will get information. So here you will make one entity and all. After that, this is breadcrumbs. By the way, you should really look around this tool. So in this tool, what happens is you enter. Yeah, yeah. You will enter one Ethereum or any address. I'm giving an example of the free tool. Any address, and it will show that where the money flows. So you where the transaction flows, and you have to just track those transactions, and you will finally get to the point where you can find, in most cases, okay, so like in most cases you will get to a point where you can find the entity, or you can find the trackable things. So that's how it work in a layman perspective, and here is a free tool for you to explore. Okay, so yeah, forums you can try. Alternate, yeah, so there are many forums where they leak things, and even in Twitter also there are some people who give regular updates on these leaked databases and things. So that's amazing thing for you guys to explore. I don't know if I should as this or not, but what kind of market mainly you guys targeting currently? So mostly what interests more me is uh, investigating forums, investigating FPT thread groups. So market may be a great point, but I get excited, or I'm mostly research APT thread groups, or uh, the forums and all where the data leaks take place. So when we access dark web, how do we secure our system first? So there is one book I have mentioned. I will get you the link. You can learn more about layering and OPSEC there. So our 5 minutes are over. So let's continue on this topic. That maybe Mike or someone have asked that what are the challenges in dark web investigation. So the most important challenges in dark web investigator investigation is anonymous identity of user of users. You see, due to this encrypted network and mainly object focused environment, we sometimes may not be able to get the identity. Sometimes, or what? Every time we can't see everyone's identity, so we have to find it. And their social engineering, your sharp eyes, your presence of mind help you a lot. You have to identify some of the usernames. Maybe, for example, let me give you a solid example to make you understand. For example, my name is Swayam Sopnic. So I use Sopnic as my username in a forum. So what I am doing is compromising my OPSEC. You can search Sopnic in ClearWeb and get my identity. So that's how it's work. So you have to have a keen understanding, and you have to have a keen eye to capture those usernames or those little bit of hints so that you can track anyone on dark web. And disappearing webs. Okay, sorry. And disappearing websites and marketplaces. As we can already see one of the examples, I was talking about breach forum. As I was in a vacation for a few days, I haven't kept some of the track, and I was talking about breach forum, and you guys have told me that breach forum is down already. So thing is, like, disappearing websites and marketplaces are huge problems. Earlier, due to Porphyrin or something like someone like that, Darkweb was compromised, but it already released, and after that, now it is also shut down. It happens a lot in these cases. So, yeah, disappearing websites and marketplaces are uh, ve- very much evil things which we can't ignore. So next thing is encrypted communication. What those people do in dark web is, see, uh, what we do is write message directly, but What they used for communication is they use public key things and all, so that we get their public key, we encrypt the message and send them, so that even middlemen can't know, or someone in the forum can't know what they are seeing or what is the message. These kind of things go on in dark web. So these also form a very much headache in us investigators. So there are also legal and ethical limitations. The main reason I'm not showing you guys the uh, real thing, or uh, the practical thing in this case, is the legal and ethical limitations, which come in various way. And uh, there differs country wise. Even some countries have restrictions to dark web also, access to dark web also. So that also poses many problems. Even some of the criminals, they registered something in such countries where cyber laws are very loose, so that even they are tracked or something like that, they may get released, or things like that happens a lot. So legal and ethical limitations hamper the investigation a lot. So next is data overload and lack of structure. Lack of Have you guys ever analyzed one of the leaked databases? They are so overloaded, and sometimes they don't have structure, and you have to, for analysis, you have to get your brain blasted sometimes. So these kind of things also there. And also there is one of the silly thing, but most important, it's language barrier. Some Maybe you get into a Chinese forum, or Chinese APD groups, or Russian APD group. Many APD groups are there around the world, and you may be confused while talking to them because they have their own language. They may be talking in the regional language. You may have seen in some of the Discord and Telegram groups, they talk in Russian, they talk in Chinese, and all. You will get confused, and how in these situations you will keep talking to them simultaneously or rigorously. So that's the one of the issue which we all face. Okay. So these are the limitations or challenges which we face in dark web investigation. And there, our hero, which is artificial intelligence, comes in. And from here, our main topics begins. This is the research of a future. Okay, there is no solid system currently working on that. Solid, I said solid. There are systems, artificial systems or automation system working on dark web, but yeah, not that solid which the industry wants. So how artificial intelligence can help us, or automation can help us in targeting or in fighting dark web crimes. So before starting, let me see if someone have asked any questions. uh, Darkness forum, what are things you want from upcoming? Okay, so being so yeah, from upcoming students, I want to develop those artificial or automated systems, so that we can rely more on very important data rather than wasting our time fighting those things which doesn't even matters. Okay, like those language barriers, we can literally fight that language barrier using artificial intelligence. Okay, but see, uh, there are not much improvements done so that we can fight it. So you can work on making something which will help us fighting language barrier in artificial intelligence. And that's why artificial intelligence and automation is very much important in dark web investigation. So let's see what are the application of dark web application of artificial intelligence and automation in dark web investigation. For example, I have talked about manual monitoring. Do we humans can ever do 24/7 monitoring in one sit? We can't do. But if you install automations and artificial intelligence system, it can do manual monitoring for us. If you train the artificial intelligence, generative AI or something like that, large language models, so it will help us to identify that username. What if, guys, let me say this. What if you sleep, okay, you slept and checked on your computer, you are a great investigator, you see that your artificial intelligence have collected all usernames, okay, it have trained to collect the username, it have collected all username, and it have already performed open source intelligence on them and have get all the results to you while you wake up. So your work is 50% done. Just you have to analyze things. Even you can train an artificial intelligence to analyze these things. And let me show you one great example. One great example where you can analyze your username, email ID, and phone number very accurately. I will say it's way more accurate and way more advanced system with a very pocket friendly price. Like for example, in various type of intelligence sources, you have to pay a lot. You have to pay like pay a subscription, and through that subscription you search something, okay, but here you just have to pay as you search, like you pay, you search for, you have done one search, you have to pay some some very minimal dollar for one search, and book, you don't have to buy any search subscription and all. So here is that platform which is known as OSINT profiler. Okay, so let me show you how it works. So there are some free things where you let me show you. There are some free stuffs which you can search. See, when you do things manually, it take time. I'm not saying that you can do it manually, but imagine many of these things are done for free, and you have to don't waste your time. So that's how it works. Okay, in free, they have what they have done is they have integrated API of some of the famous tools. Okay, and you can uh, do the searches here only. Okay, the Proton intelligence, so that in dark web most of the people you use Proton mail. You can search Proton mail for getting more information. You can breach guard. For example, you are getting into dark web and your email is compromised. What you will do? You have to first find out where your email is compromised, or you will get notified using these tools. And ignorant. So if you search something in ignorant, let me show you. I have searched my phone number, and yeah, it's given a very true result that it have Instagram on it, Snapchat on it, and Amazon on it. So okay, Amazon Snapchat is not found, but Amazon and Instagram is found on this number. So this much information for a free search is heaven, guys. Let me tell you. Okay, also link cook, where you can find out that these the username where it is used and all, you can do it on your own browser. Someone was asking that on mobile phone how we can perform OSINT. So here is a very cheap and very effective way, okay, by without compromising your OPSEC, because the search is going through the profiler servers. So you are not that much compromised here. Also, you are getting so much results. See, and info stealer lookup. So if email or username is compromised, so it can't find anything. But yeah, in breach forum search. So yeah, you can find that my email was compromised once. So I know that. Okay. So let me get into the paid tool. The interesting thing, hold your breath, everyone. The interesting thing is the pricing. Okay, so you can pay as you go, and be assured, guys, you just need $0.05, I guess, for a paid basic search. And let me show you the result. here is the result of paid basic search. I just searched my email ID here, and it gave me so much information. Here is my Gravatar profile, Trello profile, LinkedIn. Okay, I haven't operated a LinkedIn profile in that email ID, so no. But Adobe profile, so you can know the services I'm using. Notion profile, user ID, ProtonMail is not there. Breach information. Okay, here is the breach information, and data is compromised. So this much information from for $0.05, and in this dates in $0.05 you can't get an ice cream also. So that's the effectiveness of this innovation. And in paid advanced search, oh my god, you are getting just gold. Okay, you can see my name in different places. You can see all of my information. You can track your data and maintain your OPSEC also. So this is the power of Profiler, guys. I will highly recommend you to switch to these platforms so you can see what services I used and all those information just for $0.05. So I request the team to drop the link of uh, uh, huh. Okay, I will request the team to drop the link of Profiler for everyone to explore. I don't want anyone to miss this chance to explore this. Okay. Uh, okay. Thank you. So let's get into the topic. So that's where you can use AI. You can use AI with Profiler. AI plus Profiler. If anyone wants to develop Profiler with us, you can just message one of our team member so that you can contribute to the artificial intelligence or Profiler if you want. And sure, we will give you some. Uh, we will mention you on our Instagram, and yeah, you will be contributing something to your community. The like profile what Profiler is doing is it is making everything pocket friendly. No need to spend thousands of dollars for such search. You can now become an advanced, I should say that you can now become an advanced investigator of your own. So yeah, do check out Profiler. So let's move on to artificial intelligence and what can it do. So I have talked about huge data and unstructured data. Okay. So using AI, we can structure this data. We can analyze this data using data science, AI, and automation. That's the role of artificial intelligence and automation in dark web investigation. That in automation also we can create sock puppet accounts. We can create sock accounts using artificial intelligence. It can generate various kind of images as we want. If we want to play a role of 19-year-old boy, we can generate those images. We can generate its background and all. So that's the power, and why I want you all to focus on AI and automation in dark web investigation, because it have not yet much effective in market. So you can do and create a technical boom in the market and contribute to the community by doing research on this, by building tools on this topic. You can also do image and video analysis using artificial intelligence in forums. You can just automatically analyze those images and all. You just have to minimize it. It will not do so much of help. Like for example, it will not replace the human researcher, but a human researcher using an artificial intelligence can focus more on doing advanced stuff rather than wasting his time on these stuff which can be done using artificial intelligence and automation. So that is why it is important. And pattern recognition, for example, a person is coming with different sock puppets, you can recognize it using patterns and something like that. Earlier you have to spend months, you have to spend years monitoring things, and you'll be tired. Okay, but now you can just set up automation and artificial intelligence system in this approach, and you can just do the analysis part and advanced part. Threat detection and forecasting. For example, the AI is trained for threat detection or for detecting or forecasting something. For example, in the forums, high level people or high authority people are talking about some attack or something like that in other languages, or it can understand it and give you an alert. There you can use it, and you shouldn't, or you uh, like you shouldn't waste your time monitoring it 24 hours. So it will help you a lot. And automated crawling and classification, you can also train it for automated crawling and automated things. For example, a link is posted in the forum. What AI model will do is, or automation will do is, automatically take this link and using profiler or something like that, or using tools, different tools or like that, it will generate some results and give you the results through your computer. And what you have to do is just see the result, analyze it. Yeah, it is. If you see something potential harmful or something like that, you will dig it more. Otherwise, you will just ignore it. But earlier, what you have to do, you have to manually search these things and all. It will waste a lot of time. So let us discuss about real world use cases of this. First one is cybercrime threat detection. Second one is fraud prevention. Okay, fraud detection or fraud emails or something like that can be analyzed through artificial intelligence. So it will save up a lot of time. In national and corporate intelligence, also it will help you a lot finding out the culprits and finding out where the fault is. Okay, so that's the thing I wanted to present.